What's up, everybody? Welcome. My name is Empty Major, and today we're taking a look at the top 5 things I would like Frontier to still add. So very quickly, before we start this video, I want to tell you guys that this is stuff that might not come to Elite. This is just purely what I think would be cool if Frontier added. So don't take this stuff seriously. This might not come into the game at all. But I surely hope it does. With Odyssey, maybe some of these things might come through, but we'll see that in the future. So if you guys have any thoughts, let me know in the comments down below, and let's get on with this video. So at number 5 we have the Clipper, and we should probably upgrade this thing. I mean, that's something I would really much like to see. It's a large ship, 100 times 100 meters. It's pretty cool looking, it's awesome, but it just doesn't have a lot of oomph. The compartments aren't that good, and it only has 2 medium and 2 large hardpoints. I would very much like to see another hardpoint on it, maybe the top of the ship or the bottom of the ship. There is plenty of room on this thing, and it kind of sucks that it doesn't have a little bit more hardpoints, or at least a little bit more utility mounts. It only has 4. Which is weird for such a large ship. I understand that it's balanced in terms of size and stuff like that, so in game it does make sense, but just looking at the ship, I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming, and I would very much like to see this thing getting a little bit more beef. I don't think they're gonna do that, however, because like I said, it's balanced in game, but it's something I would very much like to see. 4. Walking around the ship and the bridge. Now obviously maybe in Odyssey this will actually happen. I still wanted to point it forward because it's such a cool thing if you could actually walk around your own bridge or maybe through your own ship. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna make a video on its own in the future. But yeah, it's definitely something I've been waiting for since release of this game. I mean, it'd be so cool to just kind of wander around your ship and do that stuff. So definitely this is something I would like to see in the future. 3. New SRV types. Come on, seriously, this is all we have? A little vehicle? I mean, come on, there's bound to be more SRVs in lore. There's bound to be more types. I would very much like to see maybe larger ones, maybe ones that could carry more cargo, maybe ones that are specific for I don't know, exploration, ones that have better weapons to deal with Thargoids on the planet. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be done there, and I definitely think they should add a little bit more variety to the SRVs. Now maybe in Odyssey there will also be different SRVs. We'll have to see about that. But then again, that's half year away, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out that I think that there should be more different SRVs. Maybe some more expensive ones, maybe some with different qualities as others. That would definitely be a really cool thing in my opinion. For the second one, this is something that's maybe not as important, but it would be pretty cool. Multiple fighter bay launches. So multiple fighters, multiple crew members that you can send out and do their job. I mean, I know that maybe this is very hard to balance out, because having 2 fighters as opposed to 1 is literally double as powerful. But if you think about it, you know, ships like the Anaconda, Corvette, Cutter, Beluga Liner, especially Beluga Liner, I mean, they can easily fit more than 1 fighter bay in there. And I understand that you only have 1 way to get out, but maybe internally they could make different hangars, and it would be pretty cool if you could have, as opposed to 1, 2, maybe 3 fighters that you can get out of your ship and do their thing. Obviously this is not as important, but it's still something I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, wanted to show my thoughts on. So I think that multiple fighter launches would be pretty awesome, and would definitely add something to the game, especially to some builds that are reliant on fighters, which at the moment there's not many that are reliant on fighters, so maybe they would change that. And with that being said, I think that would be a pretty cool thing. And for the last one that I wanted to talk about, the most important one there is a new top ship. Now, what do I mean with top ship? Right now in this game you have 2 endgame ships. Cutter, Corvette. Obviously, if you take the Conda and you upgrade it completely, it's gonna beat their asses if they're not upgraded. You know, obviously, if you take the for the Lance, if you upgrade it completely, or the Python or the Crate, like, yes, we know that. But the thing is, at the end, if you upgraded everything to its max potential, the Cutter and the Corvette are extremely overpowered, and they are the most expensive ships in the game, so rightfully so. But something that I've been noticing in the last couple of years playing this game, with everyone that I play this game with, when we go to a Has Resor site or to something that's important, something that you need a strong ship for, everyone either has the Cutter or the Corvette. And for me, that's kind of lame. It's not has nothing to do with the people, because obviously the Corvette and the Cutter are extremely powerful ships. They're the best ships in the game. But it'd be cool if there's a little bit more variety. Now, obviously, the Type 10 does bring some variety, but the Type 10 is more on par with the Anaconda, as the Anaconda is not as powerful as the Corvette or the Cutter. So I think it would be pretty cool if Frontier added one or two equally powerful or in the same range as the Cutter or the Corvette. Also very large, so there's a little bit more variety in the end game. And definitely the end game ships. I think it's a little lame that the only two reliable choices you have is two ships out of the 36 ships that are in the game now. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool if I see some more variety in that. Maybe some ships that have more medium hard points or more large ones, or like I said, with multiple fighter launchers. Like maybe something to change the meta a little bit and just give us some new stuff to think about and give us some new ships to test. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool, you know. And if obviously any new ship would be cool in this game, but I'm not looking forward to another copy paste like a Mamba was, or you know, the Complete Alliance series. Although the ships look amazing and they're pretty cool, but they're just a copy paste of the same thing. It'd be pretty cool if there's actually a new ship that would change the meta and would change how everyone thinks about their current Cutter, Corvette, Conda, whatever, and kind of switches it up a little bit. I think that'd be pretty cool, and I think that's one of the most important things for me right now in the game, because it is the end game we're talking about. You could say, no, the carrier is the end game, but the carrier is not an end game thing. It's, I mean, obviously it's an end game thing, but you can't really do anything with it as long as you don't have the right ships for it anyway. And obviously having another ship that could drastically change the way players play is more important than a credit sink like the carrier is. So I think that this is definitely a very important thing, and I would very much like it if they would add something like that. Now, more thoughts on that in future episodes. For now, this is what I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments down below what you think would be cool if they added, and we can talk about that. If you guys want to join my Discord, we can talk about stuff like this as well. So you're always free to join. If you guys want to subscribe, that'd be cool. Maybe take a look at the Patreon page I got. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.